things. So anyway, how'd the first day go?
I thought the energy was really good. Energy, effort, was all there. It was really, really good. I was really excited to see the defense come out and, actually do a lot better for day one than I thought, just being day one install for them and, kind of how we play offensively. It kind of goes, it's kind of a little up tempo in the sense of we play pretty fast at times. And so I thought they did a great job of communicating. Coaches did a great job of getting those guys in position. And I thought the effort and energy was there all the way around. I thought we did some good things. I thought our back end, we got some turnovers, which was awesome to see. It was fun to just be back out on the field with them. I thought everything for day one was really good.
Yeah, defensively with all the new coaches and even some new personnel, just what did you see from those guys interacting, finding little details to change and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're far from it's day one, so we have a long way to go. But I think this is the communication overall, between coaches being on the same page, which carries down to your players, pulling the rope in the same direction, understanding why certain things are called, understanding where some of your weaknesses in different calls and your strengths. And so, again, I think a lot of it is just the communication out there was really good, and they respond to coaching well. And I know our defensive guys are really, really excited about this system and Coach Bennett and his staff. You can just really feel that new kind of that energy to where they were bouncing around today and having fun with it too. So it was cool to see.
Offensively, where would you say what would you say your goal is over the next couple weeks in this spring ball? Just trying to.
Yeah, keep evolving. I think that's the biggest thing offensively. Making sure that we keep it simple enough to where our guys can go out there and play fast, but at the same time keep evolving and making sure that we're trying to stay ahead. There's definitely things we got to continue to work on. Last year we were deficient in some areas, obviously, and red zone area, tight zone. We got to do a much better job. Just taking care of the football or turnover margin. We got to be able to protect and own the ball offensively, and we got to get some turnovers defensively. Other than that, I think just keep working fundamentals, and which this past year was challenging because you didn't have a spring ball, so we're already a day ahead of where we were. So just making sure that a lot of these guys haven't ever been through an off season, more than half our team, and so it's just good to get out on the field and be able to work fundamentals, and really get in depth on teaching different scenarios, different situations, understanding, why we're running certain things offensively or defense or with our special teams, and just kind of getting a better overall football knowledge, especially with a young group. And, we don't have as many older guys. We have a bunch of young guys that have played a lot, and just continuing to learn and grow about the positions and about the overall scenarios that you're faced with each and every game.
How are you guys in terms of having everybody available? Is there any accounting stuff that's going on heading into spring practice? You have guys out with surgeries, anything like that?
We have a few guys out, but not as many. There are some guys out that have. Deion's not out there right now. I know Upton's, not fully back yet. And, we have some guys, but, overall pretty good. There's always going to be some bumps and bruises as you go through spring ball, because you're not going to, have as much depth as you will in the fall. But that had never changed. And so, but for the most part, I think today was a good day. Stayed up for the most part, and everybody stayed healthy. And, we're pretty, I think we got most of our guys are healthy or back.
Is Jair
Deion going to be back at some point in the spring?
Who's that? I'm sorry, Brett.
Yeah, is Deion going to be back at some point in the spring?
Noville?
Yeah.
He'll probably miss spring. And we'll hold him out this spring and just making sure that he has to get some stuff healed up, and so he won't be out there.
Is Jair healing, or is he back?
Yeah, Jair's looking good. He's back to full go, and he's worked extremely hard in the off season, just getting that leg back and ready. And so we'll take it. I thought today he moved around very well, and he has been in kind of our off season workouts with Coach Womack. And so I like where he's at. We just got to make sure that we don't overload it and get it tired and fatigued because he is a freak, but he's still not obviously in football shape, having missed that many weeks. But he's done a great job just rehabbing and making sure his body looks really good right now and looks lean, but he's kept on a lot of weight. So really excited about where he's at.
I know it's only the first day, but you have those super seniors coming back, DeAndre, Jason, Tyreek, all of them. What did you see today just from how they are approaching this spring and then the upcoming season?
Obviously, just a lot of maturity. I mean, they've been around for a long time. They've been through off season. They know what it's supposed to look like. Those guys are very respected on our team and have a voice, and so just continuing to be able to use that in the right way, and continuing to do the things necessary to where not only their voice but their actions, how they're training, how they're working. It's always great to have experienced guys like that, and more importantly, experienced guys that are good leaders, good people, good teammates. Because they do have a voice, and so just continuing to use that in the right way and helping our team grow. It's awesome to have those guys.
You've always mentioned in the past that you feel like chemistry with staff and players is a very important part of building a quality team. How do you see that developing or starting to develop as you head out into spring?
To be honest, as good as I felt in a long time. I feel like offensively, we've had some guys that now that we've been together, kind of keeping that continuity. And then defensively, just the guys that we brought in. I mean, Phil's worked with a bunch of these guys. They're great coaches. They're great men. We have the same philosophies of how we coach and how we get things done and accomplished. And there's no doubt we'll all be pulling the rope in the same direction. I love the energy within our coaching staff. It's fun to go to work every single day and just being able to sit in the defensive meeting rooms and hear their language and hear them kind of interact with each other has been fun for me. And then, offensive, defensive guys coming together and talking about different things. It's been awesome. So really excited about this group, and I feel really good.
The fact that Bennett has a background with some of these guys that you brought in, some of them played for him at Pitt or various places. Does that help in the process of building a new staff like that?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Whenever you've been together through some of the wars and game-like, scenarios, it's much easier because people's personalities. We're all going to be different in our own ways and unique ways, but just making sure that I think it's a lot easier once you know somebody. I mean, Coach Gush and Coach Bennett have been together a long time. Coach Holly's been coached. Passwaters, it's their family with Coach Bennett. So it's obviously that makes it a lot easier, and I think the chemistry comes along a lot quicker when you've kind of been in the mix with those guys before.
Is it going to be different, trying to install a new defense without one of those key pieces? Dion was such a great player and has been for you guys for a long time, and now you're obviously changing systems. With him missing spring, does that kind of throw a bit of a wrench into the works there?
Dion has a lot of experience, and he's a very smart kid. He's gonna be able to get in there, and when it's time, he heals up. I think that's the most important thing. Just make sure he can get his body back right and staying in shape. But it is what it is. I mean, some of these things you can't control. One, but two, he has a lot of game experience. He's going to be a veteran and a guy that's going to put the work in to do things necessary to when he does get back and ready. He'll be ready to get on the field. So I don't stress too much. Obviously, we would love to have had him, in the spring. Continuing to grow and get reps within a new system, but I don't think it's catastrophic that we don't. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good? All right, gentlemen.
Bye, man.
Good to see you, Coach.
Appreciate y'all. Good to see y'all.